In today's world, there is the need for efficient modal transportation system where different transportation modes work together to provide efficient, safe and convenient travel options. In Ogun State, since assumed office, the Prince NTA Abeokuta-led administration has keyed into the multi-modal transportation system to make transportation across the state efficient, enhance connectivity and improve safety. One of such is the launch of the Gateway Mass Transit buses, which is already yielding results as the buses now ply both intra and interstate routes. Next was the construction of the Gateway Agro Cargo International Airport. The Gateway Agro Cargo International Airport, as of today, is set to commence operations with the largest and longest runway in Africa. The government also launched a compressed natural gas CNG buses in the state to reduce the dependence of motorists on petroleum products. The e-mobility scheme was also launched, which is an electric bike initiative and eco-friendly alternative to traditional motorcycles. Recently, the government of Ogun State, under the leadership of Prince NTA Abeokuta, added another feather to his cap of achievement by carrying out the groundbreaking ceremony of the Gateway Inland Dry Port at Pakpalanto, Itori in Abeokuta local government area of the state. The Inland Dry Port is a logistics hub which will provide port services without being connected to the sea. It will on completion boost the trade and economic growth of the state, reduce transportation costs and improve efficiency. The governor of Ogun State, Prince NTA Abeokuta, speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony, says the Inland Dry Port will solidify Ogun's position in logistics services as well as reduce the congestion of Lagos, Apapa and Tinkan Port.
Today, history is being made by this groundbreaking of this world-class, state-of-the-art Gateway Inland Dry Port. Is a key enabler of industrial activity and manufacturing in Ogun State. It will, on completion, increase the ranking of our state on the Ease of Doing Business Index. It will provide over 5,000 direct jobs and over 15,000 indirect jobs. Because of the availability of the rail line, which is actually contiguous to this location, containers destined for Ogun State can actually be shipped CIF Kajola and on arrival loaded on the train and transported from either Tinkan or Papa to right here in Shoderu, Kajola. Our manufacturers will be able to bring in their raw materials without having to go through the hassle of going to Lagos, Tinkan or Apapa ports to clear and transport them, whilst also dealing with the attendant demorages that add to the overall cost of production. Ditto for their exports as well. Finished goods can be stored in containers and exported from right here. This initiative will not just reduce the congestion at both Lagos, Tinkan and Apapa ports, but will make both ports more efficient. Furthermore, this will reduce the vehicular trailer traffic on our roads, thus reducing the wear and tear and early maintenance on roads leading in and out of Lagos. With the Gateway Inland Dry Port, we are solidifying our position as the foremost logistics and industrial hub in this country, bringing unparalleled advantages to businesses operating here.
Abeokuta explained that the construction of the Inland Dry Port is the beginning of industrial and employment growth in the state.
This groundbreaking event is not merely the foundation of a dry port, but the beginning of a new era of economic growth, job creation, and increased prosperity. The multiplier impact of this initiative in your community cannot be overemphasized. There'll be warehouses, there'll be business offering services to the port, there'll be real estate development, and so on and so forth. Congratulations to all of us. You must, however, take ownership of this investment and protect it.
The governor appreciated the public-private partnership initiative, saying the partnership will ensure the speedy completion of the project.
I wish to express my appreciation to our private sector partner, a leader in Pan-African infrastructural development, who are also marine and port operators, with extensive experience in establishing inland dry ports across Africa. I'm confident that their partnership will ensure the successful, rapid completion and operation of this landmark project, transforming Ogun State into a strategic logistics center for Nigeria and beyond. Let us all embrace this project with the spirit of collaboration and determination as we take another giant step towards the prosperous future we all desire.
The Minister for Marine and Blue Economy, His Excellency Adegboyega Oyetola, says the inland dry port lays the foundation for a logistics services that will help Ogun become a more attractive destination of choice for investors.
Today, as we launch this initiative, we acknowledge the vast economic potential of the Gateway Inland Dry Port. This project is not merely about building infrastructure, but about laying the foundation for a key logistics hub that will facilitate the movement of goods across Nigeria, creating over 5,000 direct jobs, 15,000 indirect jobs, and stimulating local businesses. Moreover, it will attract investment that will spur regional development, benefiting Ogun State and beyond. No doubt this project aligns seamlessly with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, as we are committed to creating an enabling environment that fosters innovation, economic growth, and infrastructure development. This initiative will undoubtedly help Ogun State become a more attractive destination for businesses and investors, reinforcing our collective aspiration for a prosperous Nigeria.
Oyetola explained that the federal government have issued a clear directive to the Nigeria Shippers Council to develop the Gateway Inland Dry Port and make it a model for other dry ports in the country.
Development of inland dry ports like this one is a critical component of our broader strategy to position Nigeria as a leading player in the blue economy. As we continue to diversify our economy, it is essential to create infrastructure that serves as key nodes in our supply chain, reducing our reliance on traditional seaport. This inland dry port will enhance the efficiency of our logistics network, contributing to the decongestion of our Papa and Tinkan port and improving Nigerian trade competitiveness on the global stage. To ensure the success of this project and to avoid repeating the congestion challenges we face in Lagos, I'm issuing a clear directive to the Nigerian Shippers Council to ensure that the Gateway Inland Dry Port is developed as a state-of-the-art facility, integrating advanced technology, leveraging ICT for seamless operations, and developing a robust infrastructure that supports modern port processes. Let me therefore reiterate here that our resolve to make this inland dry port a model for other inland dry ports in Nigeria, built on international standards and capable of handling demands of modern trade, is non-negotiable.
It described the inland dry port as a catalyst for industrial growth, urging the stakeholders to invest in logistics services so as to streamline investment and transform the Nigerian logistics landscape.
The Gateway Inland Dry Port must adopt eco-friendly practices, including green energy solutions, waste management, and the conservation of the surrounding environment. We must build with the future in mind, ensuring that the projects respect the planet we all share. Moreover, the development of inland dry port across the country is part of a larger plan to improve connectivity between our inland states and coastal areas, ensuring that every region benefits from the gains of trade and industrialization. In this regard, the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy is actively working on policies to facilitate seamless port operations, including the automation of processes and the modernization of infrastructure. The Ministry will therefore continue to work closely with the Federal Ministry of Works to prioritize road construction, and upgrades, ensuring seamless connectivity to major economic centers. We will also engage the Federal Ministry of Transportation so as to ensure the development of rail connectivity to link the inland dry port with key industrial hubs, including Lagos, Ibadan Standard Gauge Railway. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge all stakeholders to invest in logistics technology, infrastructure development, and supply chain management. We welcome collaboration through build, operate, transfer models, equity partnerships, and direct funding for specialized equipment. Funding options like consortium financing, joint ventures, and infrastructure bonds can streamline investment. Engaging in these opportunities will yield significant economic returns and transform Nigeria's logistics landscape. Let us remember that the benefits of this dry port extend beyond just Ogun State. It is a project of national importance. The inland dry port will reshape how we handle logistics and trade both within and outside Nigeria. With this facility, we are one step closer to positioning our nation as a continental leader in trade and logistics.
Earlier in his welcome address, the Commissioner for Transport, Engineer Gbenga Dairo, says the Inland Dry Port project is a significant development that will accrue more development to the state.
This event is another demonstration of the determination of the Excellency to grow and sustain the economic and industrial activities within the Gateway State and thereby assuring the prosperity of citizens of our dear state, Ogun State. This dry port and the dry port city project here in Itori also speaks to His Excellency's promise to spread development across all these 3 senatorial districts in Ogun State and to capitalize on the economic and human resource potential of each area. It's a significant development that we believe will bring in excess of 40,000 direct and indirect jobs to this local government area. Notwithstanding that much benefits will accrue to this area, please permit me to acknowledge and appreciate the host community, the Olu of Itori and its chiefs and ballets for their sacrifices and support for this inland dry port development in this local government area.
Several goodwill messages poured in at the event.
I want to first and foremost appreciate the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for approving this corridor in Ogun State to serve as a dry spot for the nation. I have no doubt that the Renew Hope agenda of the current administration of the President is beginning to take shape, and I want to thank the Honorable Minister for the Blue Economy for joining Our Excellency, the Governor, who has deemed it fit to do everything possible to make today a reality. Your Excellency, we appreciate everything. All our real father in Ogun State appreciate all you are doing to draw more precursor that will generate economic development to our state.
It's the great pleasure of our corporate Arise to be part of this laudable initiative by the state government to further the economy of this state, great state. The logistics is a key part of how businesses develop and how the employment gets generated in any economic area. And this ICD is a key initiative that will drive this whole area forward in economic and in growth terms.
The people of Itori and Ogun State could not hide their joy as they showered encomium on the governor and the federal government.
The governor has been doing a lot of things that we appreciate him. And I know after this one he's going to do another one. It will bring so many things to this area. You know, as the seaport, dry seaport is here, some people will be buying lands, building houses, hotels, a lot of things, restaurants, and it will be make this place to be a mega city.
We're happy to the federal government for thinking that the seaport in Lagos and all the ports in Lagos are congested and they want to move in that land, and for deeming it fit to think of Ogun State as the next place to have the inland dry seaport. We are happy. At the same time, we thank Ogun State government for giving them support to accommodate it in our state. And more so, our local government, our locality, Abeokuta local government, we are happy. It will impact positively on our economy. You know, this will open up businesses, industries, and all sort of businesses will spring up around this locality, and it will be a boost to the economy of Ogun State and Abeokuta local government in particular.
The light the governor is working, man. You know, the light is showing. Ogun State, we are getting there. Oh my God, I'm proud of Governor Abeokuta. If you go to Apapa a lot, you see a lot of container truck on the road, causing traffic and all that stuff. If you import something, it will take you months, weeks before you get it out. Now, when we have a dry port, the container will be here. Whatever your container is here, then you come here. And economically, the area will develop, the road. You see what is going on now? They are doing the road. I'm telling you, the governor is wonderful. He's doing a wonderful job. I love him for that. We just need to be praying for him. He started well. By the grace of God, he's going to end up well. He's just a wonderful governor, working governor. I'm proud. I'm proud.
When God is involved, all things are possible. I want to appreciate my Excellency Oba Abeokuta for his thoughtfulness and his vision, for his dream to move Ogun State to greater heights. Within the course of about 3 months, he has held the bull by the horn. The last visit to my local government was the flag off of Lagos Abeokuta Express Road. He took that bull by the horn that he's going to do it. If you pass the road now, everybody's laughing. Within about 3 months, all the palliative has been done. God continue to bless him.
I don't know what to say today, just to give thanks to God Almighty for the very wonderful, beautiful occasion of this trade fair program that our Excellency Prince Abeokuta bring to Ogun State for the development of this state. Well, I, and on behalf of my town, say a very big thank you to Governor for this initiative that is going to make Ogun State proud, because everything is in Ogun State now is moving well. For this wonderful program, we don't have any problem about trade, business, anything in Ogun State with this very fantastic initiative.
With the establishment of the multi-modal transportation system in Ogun, it is evident that the transportation of goods and services in the state will become efficient. Trade and commerce will receive a boost. People will be connected to employment. Congestion and air pollution will be reduced. And the state will be transformed into an industrial hub of high repute in Nigeria. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.